probably a long time coming, but building a new, bigger cricket barn. And I'm going to tell you all about it. This will be the first of a series of videos that I put together about this new cricket barn. We'll document the construction as it goes. I will talk about the plans for it, the size, all of the things in this series. But this video is not about all of those things because it would just take too long. So first off, I do want to kind of start by apologizing because I have basically neglected this YouTube channel for probably a solid 6 months, but I swear this is gonna make up for it because I'm building a new cricket barn. If you've been around here for a while, you know that we have seen some pretty big growth through the first 4 years of this business. From 2018 through 2021, I literally doubled in size every single year, sales-wise. Last year, 2022, I was off to a great start, like huge start for the first 6 months of the year, and things cooled off a little bit. Did end up growing by about 30%, but it wasn't quite the doubling that I wanted to do. And that's okay. I had a lot of new opportunities come my way, structured a little bit differently than what I was used to, and because I didn't have enough crickets, I couldn't say yes to all of them. And now I'm flat out of crickets. I have 5-figure pre-sale already done, crickets in the barn growing, but I'm gonna have to adjust, especially this first 6 months of this year, down for events, expectations, all of the things. Which is why I need a new cricket barn. Honestly, hindsight is obviously 2020. I wish that I would have gotten this project up and running and started probably 6 months ago. I wish I had made this a 2022 project. I had a lot of people asking me about whether I was going to do something like this, when I was going to do something like this, and I kept pushing it off and saying it was going to be 6 months to a year. Part of it because I didn't know if we were going into a massive recession. Crickets are not exactly essential purchases, so I didn't want to get over my skis in that respect. But like I said, a few opportunities and a few partnerships that have come through that have blown away expectations have moved this timeline up. So ideally, this cricket barn is complete and up and running before the middle of this year, 2023. I have applied for a Choose Iowa grant through the Iowa Economic Development. Not Iowa Economic Development, that's a different grant for a different project, through the Iowa Department of Agriculture as part of the build of this barn. So until I find out officially whether it's a green light or not on that grant, I cannot start construction of it, which right now, as I sit here with no crickets, is a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, I could have that barn done today and it doesn't help my short on crickets problem because, you know, crickets take 6 weeks at least to grow. So there will be a bigger barn coming. It will be a much, much different setup than the current barn, but it's, I think, going to be much more efficient, much less labor intense, much more pleasant to work in from an employee standpoint and like daily chores and things like that. I think it's going to make harvest easier, all of the things which I have learned, you know, in the last few years about what works about my current space, what doesn't. And I always said that if I went any bigger, I would do it vastly different. So now that we're here, now that we are at a bigger and better and just more crickets, it'll be a different system. But I'm not going to cover that in this video. Like I said, this is just a short and sweet, hey, I'm building a new cricket barn. This is going to be a series. Follow along if you want to watch as it progresses and check out the new system that I'm going to be running. So yeah, like I said, sorry I neglected this channel so much in the last year. Things just got busy, obviously. And this is going to be a year of growing pains. It's all going to be fine. It's just, right now it feels very frustrating. So anyway, follow along if you would like to watch this journey of scaling this cricket business up with a new barn to potentially, like I said, be able to service some opportunities that I had to turn down last year, and to try and keep up with some demand that I have growing at the moment. As always, if you have any questions, please comment below, or on any of the other videos that you watch, throw a comment up there. I promise I will be better about getting back to them. Like, subscribe, all of the things. It helps me gain visibility in this channel. Thanks, guys.